You probably think I'm crazy. But I've traveled a lot and nowhere else. Her monologue was abruptly cut off by an otherworldly symphony of trumpets and sirens, merging into a cacophony that seemed to emanate from every corner of the jungle. Her phone beeped from the back pocket of her denim shorts. With a trembling hand, she retrieved it and held it up to the camera. The screen displayed a message from someone unknown. Freedom. That's my trademark. It's what's fueled my vision ever since I jumped into my Jeep one day and drove off without looking back. The screen was filled with a young woman's red dreadlocks, wildly sticking out in all directions. Her face was partially obscured, but her blue eyes and freckles were clearly visible. "Hi, I'm Tori," she said with a smile. "I'm a digital nomad and I'm taking you to the most stunning places around the globe. I'm thrilled you're here with me. New videos drop every Friday on UTV." Tori shifted slightly, revealing she was perched in the trunk of an olive-green Jeep. The trunk was a masterclass in efficiency. The mattress layer where the back seats should be, with small shelves and drawers ingeniously integrated into the space. One drawer held a hot plate with a steaming pot, while color-coordinated curtains hung at each window, adding a homey touch. "We're on the edge of the Sahara right now," Tori said, glancing at her audience with a mix of uncertainty and excitement. "At least, that's what the Satnav and the Atlas app claim. Personally, I'm not so sure." Her hand reached out to adjust the camera, which now focused on the view behind the SUV. Palm trees, lush plants with huge leaves, and nectar-laden flowers reached skyward. According to the Atlas app, there should be a dune landscape stretching to the horizon here. Now, Tori stood in front of the jungle, dressed in short denim shorts and a crop top, her arms decorated with generous tattoos. An incoming call paused the video. Miranda took one more sip of her coffee, her eyes narrowing at the phone. She sighed before answering. "Good morning, sunshine!" Nik's voice rang out with exaggerated cheer, his face filling the screen as he toasted his coffee to her. Miranda groaned. "You know how I feel about mornings, Nik. Someone better be dying." Nik chuckled. "Relax. I know you. Already working, aren't ya?" He wasn't wrong. Tori Venture, the most watched digital nomad on the intraweb, had an appointment with them. Tori's info could hold the key to their latest case, something about criminal anomalies. While Nik trusted his gut instinct, Miranda lived for the research. Every detail another piece for her mental puzzle. "So," she asked, unimpressed. "Tiny change of plans,"
Nik said carefully. Miss Banks will grace us earlier than expected. Editing delays or something. But we should still have time for that second coffee. Miranda sighed again, her patience thin. Perfect. Just what I needed. Chaos before my second cup. You're welcome, Nik quipped, grinning. See you in 10. She ended the call and tapped the screen, bringing the video back to life. Tori's flickering image reappeared, drawing her focus. The glitches she was documenting were just the beginning. Miranda could feel it. Something was coming, and she was going to be ready for it.
I don't know, guys, Tori said in the video, scratching the sandy ground with her boot, which was caked in dirt and sand. There's something different about this place. She closed her eyes as if trying to sense something intangible. There's an electric tingling in the air. A golden bird of paradise floated briefly above the palm trees, before vanishing in the blink of an eye. Tori's gaze followed, and she laughed, apparently oblivious to the bird's brief appearance. You probably think I'm crazy, she grinned. But I've traveled a lot and nowhere else. Her monologue was abruptly cut off by an otherworldly symphony of trumpets and sirens, merging into a cacophony that seemed to emanate from every corner of the jungle. The scene flickered wildly. Trees twisted into colorful streaks and were pulled in all directions by an unseen force.
Outstanding Photoshop work, Miranda muttered, sipping her coffee. But is it? Came a voice from her speakers, catching her off guard. The screen flickered, and 2 new video windows popped up, overlaying the video she was watching. Nik appeared in one, his signature grin in place, and in the other was a young woman with red dreadlocks. Tori. Intruding on someone's intraweb line is illegal, you know, Miranda quipped, raising an eyebrow. We're technically at work, so it's not, Nik replied in a deadpan tone, his face serious. The look was so exaggerated that Miranda almost lost it, holding back laughter. Hi, guys, Torres cut in with a warm, charming smile, diffusing the tension. Miranda took a breath and switched to her professional mode. Good morning, Victoria. What do you have for us, and how can we help? Well, I think you're familiar with my work. I've been traveling all over the world, documenting everything. I know this planet inside and out, but lately I've got this feeling something's off, like really off. Miranda leaned in slightly. Off? How? Places don't look how they're supposed to. Tori's excitement was building. We learned in school that deserts are just sand, that the pyramids lost their white casing, that Atlantis is underwater. Extinct animals are supposed to be extinct. But now I'm seeing the opposite everywhere. Things that shouldn't exist. She paused, catching her breath. And then there's the glitches, weird stuff happening. Just watch my videos. Miranda and Nik exchanged a glance, their faces unreadable, even as Tori's passion poured through the screen. Victoria, Miranda's tone shifted, becoming more serious. We deal with cases like yours all the time. Most of them just attention seekers. And some of them are really good with CGI, Nik added, his smile fading. Tori's eyes widened in disbelief. You don't believe me? She stammered, her voice quivering. But you're the Department of Anomalies. Exactly, Miranda said, her voice cool. And because of that, we're trained to spot hoaxes. Tori's lower lip trembled, her expression crumbling. I know what I saw! Her voice broke, and a second later her video feed cut off. Her window went black. Bam! Nik shouted, clapping his hands together. One down! But Miranda remained silent, staring at the now empty screen. Despite everything, she couldn't shake the feeling that the young woman truly believed what she had seen. Curious, she glanced back at Tori's paused video. She hadn't finished watching it. With a quiet sigh, she pressed play.
Tori stumbled, clutching her ears and losing her balance as she fell out of the frame. Another flicker, and the jungle disappeared, as if popped like a soap bubble. Where there was once a vibrant landscape, a seamless black void now stretched across the screen. Bright blue grid patterns emerged, forming shapes that hinted at trees and foliage, creating a 3D floor plan of sorts. Just as the viewer began to grasp the surreal image, reality snapped back to lush greenery swaying gently in the warm wind, untouched by the recent disturbance. Tori struggled to her feet, her face pale. Her phone beeped from the back pocket of her denim shorts. With a trembling hand, she retrieved it and held it up to the camera. The screen displayed a message from someone unknown.
The universe has given up on humanity.